Good day, welcome. We will be looking at functions, and the subtopic that we are dealing with is the inverse function, also known as the reflection in the line y is equal to x, where we will focus on the straight line, parabola, exponential graph, and the hyperbola. Firstly, when I'm given a function f of x is equal to 3x plus 2, I need to write this in the form y, because this is the function is y is equal to 3x plus 2. Once I have this and I want to get to the inverse function, I need to invert x and y. X and y need to interchange. X and y need to swap places. Once that is done, I must now manipulate this function in order to make y the subject of this equation. So the first thing I do, get rid of the 2. Subtract 2 on both sides. Then I'm going to divide by 3, divide by 3. Y is then equal to x minus 2 over 3. If I simplify that, that is 1 over 3, so that is a third, and that is negative 2 over 3. When I draw a straight line graph, the easiest thing to do is find two coordinates that will give me my corresponding y value plots. So firstly, I will substitute 0, which will give me a result of 2. I plot 2. Then I will substitute 1 in the original function. 3 multiplied by 1 plus 2 will give me 5. So at 1, I will plot 5. Having 2 dots, I can connect those dots and draw the line of f of x is equal to 3x plus 2. With the inverse function, I look for values that will give me a number that is easy to plot on the line. So in this instance, if I want to get this to be a whole number, I would multiply here with negative 1. Then I'll have negative a third minus 2/3 will give me negative 1. So the alternate number here is to multiply to get the same result as which is at the back. So I will multiply with 2. So this will give me then 2/3 minus 2/3 is 0. So I will plot 2 and 0. And I will plot minus 1 and minus 1. Now I connect the dots. If for some reason you are unsure about your graph, your inverse function is a reflection about the line y is equal to x. So choose any given point on your original function. Count how many spaces you need to move to get to the line, and take a 90-degree turn and move in the other direction the same amount of spaces to the line, and you will get your one plot. Then choose any point on the original graph, and here I'm going to choose a point a little bit lower. I'm going to negative 4 because it gives me a whole value. So this is 1, 2 to the graph, and then a 90-degree turn, 1, 2 to my inverse function. What we notice with the inverse function is that the x and the y interchanges. 0 and 2 becomes 2 and 0. Negative 1 and negative 1 remains negative 1 and negative 1. When we had negative 2 and negative 4, it became negative 4 and negative 2. So my x and y values interchanges. So any values I have, 1 and 5 becomes 5 and 1. So it becomes easy to plot my inverse graph if I know the basics. So here's another example. The function of x is equal to 1 over 4x minus 2. The first thing I need to do, replace that with a y. So I write it in standard form, y is equal to a quarter x minus 2. Now I know my next step will be x and y must interchange. So I swap their places, and now I must manipulate in order to get y to be the subject of the equation. So firstly I add 2 on both sides. So now a quarter y is equal to x plus 2. Now to get rid of a quarter, I will multiply with the reciprocal, which is 4 over 1. But whatever I do here, I must do here also. But remember, here's a 2 term. So I need to multiply with 4 there, and I need to multiply with 4 there. So my answer is y is equal to 4x plus 8. Now if I want to plot this line, I can merely substitute 0, or I can substitute minus 2 or minus 1 in order to get values that will cancel out the 8 at the back, because my numbering system on my graph is only till 5. So I want to use values that will fit in on this graph. So I choose firstly minus 2. So 4 into minus 2 will give me minus 8, plus 8 will give me 0. So at minus 2, I will have 0. Then I will use minus 1. Minus 1 multiplied by 4 is minus 4 plus 8. So that will give me a positive 4 at minus 1. Once those two coordinates are plotted, I may connect my line. My original function, if I substitute 0, my answer will be negative 2. So 0 and minus 2, I plot them. And then I will substitute, if I multiply here by 4, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 quarters is 1, minus 2 is minus 1. So at 4, my answer is minus 1. I plot and I connect the two dots. And I will see if I go to any point on the graph, 1, 2, 90-degree turn, 1, 2. So immediately I can see that I've plotted correctly. Any given point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then I know that my answer is correct. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like to tell your friends, if you love to tell everyone. I will see you in the next one. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and to turn on your notifications to be notified when a new video is uploaded. Please share if you found this useful.